Day 75, March 31st. Just leaving this shelter. I was going to show you this checkerboard that somebody carved into the floor. Kind of neat idea. Hope you can see it okay. Well, it was supposed to be raining by 6 a.m. 7 a.m. wasn't raining. I got out of my sleeping bag anyway. I'm still wore out. Feels like I just walked 20 miles twice. Thought I'd show you this shelter in the daylight. Water's right behind it. Well, and it does have this cedar shakes, so I don't know how waterproof it would have been. But pretty nice little shelter site. Privy's right up there in the hill. And that's the way out. There's a cutoff trail back to the Appalachian Trail. Made a big loop all around this last night. Bear pole. Tried to show you all that in the night last night, but one thing, I was exhausted. It left in dark. Look at tree. They had to cut a big tree down right here beside the shelter, so big wood mess. Okay, I'm gonna start walking. Couple things. Next hostel is only 20 miles away. If I do another 20-mile day, I'd be able to sleep inside tonight with heat. It's supposed to be into the 20s tonight and tomorrow night. And yeah, it's still supposed to rain today. But I ain't doing another 20-mile day, I tell you that. I'd like to do 10, but the next shelter's 16 miles away. So I'm gonna have to at least do 16 if I want to stay in a shelter. And I don't want to do 16. I know there's a road with a parking lot that could probably get to me in 6 miles. So I don't know. If I was soaking wet, that might be an option. And then maybe I could slack pack the other 14 miles or something the next day. So I might have to tent camp, but I don't really want to do that in the rain. So I might just contact somebody and see if there's a little side trail I can take in 10 miles or something like that. Maybe get picked up, get the Stainables in Waynesboro's my goal. Well, I just have to see how it goes. I'm gonna walk for a while and sit on my butt, take a break, check my phone. Yeah, getting a late start. My legs feel terrible. No wonder I had such a hard time last night. I went through that Three Ridges summit. Pretty late evening last night at the end of a 20-mile walk. It's been a pretty nice trail here lately. Pretty wide, but a little windy, still feels like rain. Hardly ever get that close to a crow. Little windy, I'll try to talk loud. Right here at the Blue Ridge Parkway, little overlook. Trying to sprinkle. Looks like the rain's coming. Trying to zoom in on these houses up here on the cliff. Looks kind of neat. Wouldn't that be a place to live and have a view like that every day? Okay, I'm right by a trash can too. I'm gonna take my pack off and dig some trash out. Not that it's that heavy, just less smell for a bear or something. So that's the way I just came. A lot of little limbs down here. I'm not putting any rain clothes on yet. I'll keep waiting. Yeah, this is the trail. It kind of sprinkled, but not really doing anything now. I got all my rain gear on. That'll keep it from raining, I'm sure. But yeah, these rocks just being wet, damp. I haven't really fell, but I've slipped several times. And it just looks like there's gonna be a lot of rocks here for a while. Just slippery when wet. Oh, just a real little neat trickle of water coming off the big rock face. I don't need any water, but I wouldn't be afraid to get it right there. It's just kind of sprinkling, kind of really hot in my rain jacket. Keep debating whether to take it off and just get wet or not. All right, that's my trail. Well, the rain's caught up to me. Pretty good rain now. I've only walked 5 miles. It's 11:30. I left that shelter at 7:40. Still feeling kind of exhausted like I did last night before I got to the shelter. Right knee's hurting a little bit when I bend it. Okay, right knee's hurting a lot when I bend it. Trying to get my trail behind it. Still a lot of rocks. Gotta go slow, slippery. Yeah, I'm gonna get off the trail. I think it's humpback rock or humpback gap. One of the two. I'll probably walk till 3 or 4. I can get off and get a ride in the Waynesboro there, so that's my plan. It's a pain to eat dinner when it's this kind of weather too. I think I'm gonna come up to a road pretty soon. I'll see. Wouldn't it be nice if they had some kind of an awning or something somewhere? Well, this is my overlook view for today. Yeah, it's still raining. 12:15, I've done 6 miles. I'm just moving really slow. Rocks are slick. I don't feel that great. I know I got dehydrated yesterday. All right. That's my hazy view for today. I guess I can't complain. A lot of times I don't even see that much. And this is my trail through here. Some solid rock, and the trail's starting to hold water too. What I mean when I say the trail's holding water, I mean you gotta walk through water to stay on the trail. And the rocks are slick. At least it's not ice water like through the Smokies. Yeah, my feet and socks are wet. Definitely going to town today. I just don't know when. I really wouldn't have to, but I am. Because it feels good to get into a dry place. And I know that Waynesboro's a big enough town. Or at least find a Frosty. And I might find pork chop. So I got that on my mind. Yeah, it's not that easy to pull the phone out and record all the time when it's raining. I'm here by the Blue Ridge Parkway. I could probably get off here. No big deal, but it's 1:45. That'll be about 6.5 miles for today. But I want to try to go another 6.5. And I'm going to have to find a place to eat dinner somewhere. I just walked out to Humpback Rock picnic area. Guy from Stainables out of Waynesboro is going to come pick me up. It's probably a little bit less than 8 miles today of walking. Right knee hurts. bad. My next out would have been a little over 5 miles if I wouldn't have got out now. Let's see, it's 20 after 2. My ride should be here anytime, I hope. It's just very lightly drizzling. That'll leave me a little bit over from here into Rockfish Gap, be a little over 13 miles tomorrow. If my knee's better, hopefully. I do not want to take a 0. So I'm gonna try to baby my knee today. Like I say, it's 2 o'clock. I would have had to make 5 point something. But it just kept hurting my knee. Plus I pretty wore out from the last 2 days. So I'm gonna be in town tonight and tomorrow night probably. But I'm hoping to walk tomorrow.